So we've been reminiscing here on the channel lately, specifically about the Xbox 360, like the marketplace shutdown. Did a big video with Epos Fox talking about the 360 era. And in that conversation, I've had three major realizations that I want to share with you. And the first is I need to play more games with friends. All of my multiplayer gaming friends came from the 360 era. I was looking at Discord and I'm like, the 7 or 8 people I still keep in touch with, that I still will occasionally play games online with, they're all 360 era friends. And to be honest, since like 2018, 2019, I really haven't played many online games with friends. Now, part of that is because, hey, you get older, it's harder. As people get older, more responsibilities, more interruptions, more things, you pretty much have to schedule it if you want to game with your buddies as you get older. But when I was thinking back to the 360, I have so many incredible memories. And almost all of them involve friends. Playing through Halo 3 Legendary, co-op split screen with my college roommate on a tiny 19-inch television. I still remember that. I remember how much fun that was. Or he would be playing Grand Theft Auto 4 in his side of the dorm and I'd be playing it on mine, and we'd meet up online and just like drive together and do crazy cool things. Or Halo Reach or the Halo 3 online era. It was always with a friend. Epos reminded me party chat for Xbox Live was basically Discord. Back in the day, I just had a 360. I saved up most of my money to get a laptop for college, but it wasn't a gaming laptop. So I didn't have all of the choice that we have today. I feel like if you talk with most people, they probably own maybe 2 consoles, like a Switch and something, or they might have a PC and a console. Back in the day, it was just 360. I'd get done with class, I would boot the Xbox up, and I'd look for whatever party chat was open with my friends. But it was always the community at the center. It wasn't like, I'm gonna go play this game. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. It was more so that driving factor. And I feel like I've lost that in the last few years. Granted, I've been on more of a single player binge here lately. But looking at all this old Halo Reach and Halo 3 footage, I'm just like, yo, this was incredibly fun. I need to remember to prioritize this. I need to take time to schedule some sessions with friends. Now, the other part too, I think most modern games are making the social side of things much less accessible. I mean, we've talked about it at length, so I don't need to go into it too much, but Halo Infinite, after every match, you can't press X to party up. It breaks the whole thing up so it can form a new engagement optimized lobby and all that jazz. It used to be you'd go into a 360 lobby, everybody had the communicator, you would press X to party up, you would add people on your friends list if it was a good experience, you would message other people, and yeah, there was totally horrible trash talking and all sorts of stuff, but you know what? I don't really remember that. That's not this scarring image. I remember it being a really fun community to be a part of. The other thing I remembered, especially from the conversation with Epos, is the idea of being really intentional with your time, doing real life stuff, doing more than just gaming. Epos had brought up, when he was in college, there wasn't a ton of time to game. You'd get home, you'd do the homework, you'd do the projects, then maybe you'd have an hour or 2 available to game. I super relate and remember that. I went to school for film, which I thought was going to be a super easy degree. But in hindsight, every single class I had a 3-hour-long screening associated with it. So for a good 3.5 years, I was on campus at 8 a.m. and I would leave at 10 p.m. And I remember the only real time I had was weekends and a few hours at night here and there. And so I would absolutely cherish that time playing Halo Reach or Halo 4, playing BTB lobbies with a bunch of friends. But there's something about that I feel has shifted, where nowadays, because of Twitch culture and streaming culture and esports, I've talked to family members who are in that sweet spot high school age, and they have no issue gaming 4, 5, 6 hours a day. Whether they're chasing some streaming dream or they're trying to become an esport legend or whatever, things have shifted a little bit. Like, granted, I might be old school, but when I was younger, I had screen time limits before those things were even like implemented on devices, man. And there is something to say about like, if you do too much of a good thing, it's not going to be that fun anymore. So it's okay to mix it up. It's good to like enjoy games for the time that you have for gaming, but man, dive into some other hobbies and things that you love. I haven't posted much of it this year because I broke my ankle back in January, but I'm getting back on the mountain bike. I'm trying to ride as much as I can during the summer. I'm trying to get back into piano. I'm trying to bring out a lot of these old hobbies that I kind of let go to the wayside the last 3 or 4 years as life has just gotten more and more busy. And I'm telling you, the time spent away from games can create even more passion for them when you come back. It really is. Like, if you ate hamburgers every day, you're going to get sick of it at some point. I'm not saying if you're training to be on some competition squad for whatever your game is, that's great. Or if you really do grind for the Twitch vision, hey, you do you. But I'm just saying there is some super benefit in striking a balance. And the last thing I realized when I was talking with Epos, man, we all spend way too much time scrolling and getting caught up in whatever social media feed is your fix. Now, I've been like off of all of them for a long time. Like, I don't pull up Instagram. I rarely look at Facebook. My main thing is I look at YouTube because I love browsing topics, listening to gameplay commentary, always searching for that next cool video. And I can tell you what, I waste so much time scrolling, looking for that next thing to watch. I mean, there's been so many times where I know I got to go to bed, work is coming up in the morning, yet I just keep looking for videos, like mindlessly scrolling. And you got to realize time is super precious in relation to gaming. Think about how much time you could spend on your favorite game or another match versus just scrolling for another video. All of these services have paid psychologists and engineered systems that are just designed to trick you to spend more time on them. It's no longer about building the best product for the user. It's about building a product that captures the viewer's attention as much as possible. I'm telling you, I think we have so much brain fatigue because we are continually stimulating ourselves or overstimulating ourselves. I remember back in the day, I had one monitor. I could have the 360 up on that screen and nothing else. No watching YouTube on the other screen. No Discord over here with memes and chat flying through. It is killing us. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel so much better if you are intentionally spending the time on the things that you want and not distracting or overstimulating yourself. And it's not easy. I feel like all of the 3 things I've highlighted today require effort and discipline. But I know I want to implement them. I know that these are things that I want to cultivate and foster because it just helps, like, improve yourself every day. It's such a good mindset. And the biggest takeaway from the conversation with Epos is just because time has gone on doesn't mean things have gotten better in all aspects. We have left behind some incredible things that current day life is missing. Current day gaming is just missing. But you can create those things. In the absence of the larger developer or the publisher or whatever creating those ecosystems, you can do it for yourself in your own day-to-day life by being intentional. Those are just the big things that have been sticking out in my head since I met with Epos to do that video. So I will leave it linked down below. If you have any nostalgia, like I said, for the 360, go check the video out, share your 360 story, and any tips that you think resonate with what I've covered in the video today, I want to read about that down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again very soon.